Welcome everyone back to the Universe Mode, the last show before Backlash. And Will, we're being joined by the women's champion, Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, Roxanne Perez told Universe Mode higher up she's actually going to issue a challenge for the Backlash pay-per-view. As you all know, a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown, I became the first ever WWE Women's Champion, and so far nobody has stepped up to challenge for my title. So I am issuing an open challenge for Backlash. Anyone who wants to come up and challenge me, Oh.
Rhea Ripley.
Roxanne, you asked, and I delivered. I am the biggest women's draw in not just SmackDown, but all of the WWE. So if anyone's going to challenge for your belt, it's me. I'll see you at Backlash then.
Wow.
Well, here you go.
Roxanne Perez is going to have a tough task at Backlash.
It is official for the WWE Women's Championship. Roxanne Perez versus Rhea Ripley.
That should be very interesting. First title defense for Roxanne will be a tough one. But let's get into the action here, Will. Here on the Blue Brand.
As it is a tag team match.
Ladies and gentlemen, the matter is highly. What you're about to witness is dignified deformation executed by unprecedented precision. A diabolical athlete who will stop at nothing to uphold the integrity and honor of this great sport. Der Ringgeneral Gunther.
One heck of an introduction by Ludwig Kaiser, as we are joined now by the new United States Champion, the Ring General.
Obviously, it was last week on Friday Night SmackDown where Gunther won the United States Championship from the former champ, Damian Priest. And we have been told that Imperium is going to make their tag team debut here on SmackDown against Damian Priest and a partner of his choosing. Obviously, we are going to determine a number one contender for the United States Championship later on tonight. But if Damian Priest and his partner win this match, Damian Priest will be added to the United States Championship match at Backlash, making it a triple threat.
That's going to be huge. Question is, though, who did Damian Priest find as his partner?
I don't know. Damian Priest, obviously now a loner currently. He's going to have a tough task finding a partner. But look at that title around the waist of the Ring General.
Wants to make the title prestigious. These two claim the mat is sacred, as it looks like we found Damian Priest's partner.
That is one big SOP.
From Sherrills Ford, North Carolina, weighing in at 385 pounds,
Braun Strowman, a former Universal Champion and one monster of a man.
Multiple-time tag team champion as well. Let's not forget Braun Strowman, very good in tag team competition, even though he usually likes going it alone.
He even won a tag title with Nicholas.
God.
If anyone remembers that.
Well, obviously, if you want to go to Backlash and try to take your United States Championship back, you're going to need a big SOB in your corner. Very good choice by Damian Priest.
Speaking of the Archer of Infamy,
And from New York City, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest.
Could be a very big night for the Terror Queens. Obviously, we just found out Rhea Ripley will face Roxanne Perez for the Women's Championship at Backlash. If Damian Priest and Braun win this match, Damian has a chance to become a 3-time United States champion in his career.
obviously, if that were to happen, we still have that number one contenders match later tonight to determine that third man, which could be a very interesting addition to Priest versus Gunther once again.
That is very well is true, but Damian Priest, he knows what it's like to be in big matches, know what it's like to be in triple threat matches. Damian Priest looks pretty confident heading into this tag team match.
We'll see what he and Braun can do. It looks like Ludwig is going to have the unfortunate honors of starting with Braun Strowman.
Hey, if there's one thing you don't do, you don't underestimate Ludwig Kaiser. He is one hell of a competitor, but
And huge shot to the midsection. Not off to a good start for Mr. Kaiser.
Yeah, this is Ludwig Kaiser and Braun Strowman's Universe Mode debut.
Of course, Ludwig's kind of been in the background, making his first appearance with Gunther.
Well, that's the thing. Now that Gunther's the United States champion, he's going to need backup because everyone's going to go for him.
I mean, who knows? Maybe at some point it could be Ludwig, but right now they're teaming up, trying to eliminate Priest from the title picture.
Yeah, Gunther's going to want to keep that match at Backlash one-on-one between himself and whoever wins that number one contenders match later on tonight. Speaking of number one contenders, we got Cody Rhodes versus Jon Moxley later on tonight. The winner will be the first to challenge Roman Reigns for the Undisputed Championship.
What a match that'll be. As now Ludwig going to bring in the ring general. As Priest and Gunther going to pick up from where they were last week.
Oh, wait a minute.
Some double team.
Another double team. Obviously, Ludwig not the legal man, but anything to get Imperium in the upper hand.
As now Gunther going to try and take the fight to Priest on the outside.
Remember, even if Damian wins this match by countout, he'll still be added to the U.S. title match.
So I'm sure that's not the way Priest would want to win a match like this, being the good guy that he is.
Well, you never know. Damian Priest, very frustrated. Oh!
Lowered back into the barricade. They bring it back in.
Like I was going to mention, Damian Priest must be frustrated that his U.S. title reign wasn't very long.
Only a week as Gunther gets a 2 count on him.
That was almost it for Gunther to keep the match one-on-one.
He's got to keep bringing the fight to Priest. Can't take his eyes off the prize as here comes Strowman.
What a collision this is going to be.
Shoulder.
That's the thing as well this is the thing for Braun Strowman as well. If Damian Priest is unsuccessful and whoever the challenger will be is unsuccessful, maybe Braun Strowman could stake his claim for the U.S. Championship.
Yeah, especially if he can pin Gunther in this tag team match.
Well, that's the thing. Strowman only needs the U.S. title to become a Grand Slam champion in WWE.
He's done pretty much everything else you can do in the company. Cover again.
Very
This time
frequent tags.
by Priest. Only one count on the ring general.
Going to take a lot more than that to put the ring general away. He's only been pinned a handful of times in his WWE career.
Mostly a champion in his time in the company as well. I think, what, 80% of the time he's been a champion in the WWE.
80% and growing as the days go on.
Again, these frequent tags by Strowman and Priest working to their advantage.
This is very smart strategy.
There's that big boot by Braun. Gonna drag Gunther away from the ropes.
The former black sheep of the Wyatt family.
Oh, Gunther reverses.
Oh. Oh.
Nice boot.
Big boot of his own.
Gunther, he's got Braun on the... Oh, we saw this last week. He's bending Strowman off the top.
The human body is not meant to bend that way. You see Ludwig Kaiser cheering Gunther on.
Ludwig more of the mouthpiece, but no slouch in the ring. Obviously trying to get his man going. Keep up the punishment.
Well, maybe Ludwig's also cheering for Gunther to put Strowman away, because I don't think Ludwig wants to be in the same ring as Braun Strowman again.
Yeah, you make a good point. Oh, Kaiser.
Oh, wait a minute.
Tried to play interference on Strowman, but that didn't work.
Try to play sneak attack.
But Strowman takes down Gunther. Cover. Only a 1 count. Look at the power of Strowman. Oh my
Well,
goodness.
this is a man who once flipped the damn ambulance.
Didn't he tip over a transport truck as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, this man, his strength cannot be questioned.
He also lifted like a piece of the stage on, I'm pretty sure it was Brock Lesnar at one point.
Oh, Strowman going for that bear hug. Kaiser getting out of it.
That was much to your point of Ludwig Kaiser being no slouch in the ring.
Trying to do what he can to keep the monster at bay. Bringing Gunther back into this thing.
Well, that's Ludwig Kaiser not wanting to be with Strowman.
Too much longer.
Well, he figured Strowman was going to recover.
Gunther has Braun in the corner. What do these two have in mind next?
Oh, wait a minute.
What a double power bomb.
Shades of the old Shield.
Cover. And Strowman at 2. Not enough.
That was almost it. Obviously, Backlash. I think this is the final episode before Backlash.
Yes, it is. Next episode will be the Backlash PLE.
So everyone's going to want to go full steam ahead before that premium live event.
Oh, Priest is fired up. Kaiser's got him up. Down he goes.
Air raid crash.
Strowman almost got to his feet, but Priest kicked out anyway. Yeah,
Damien Priest still a little bit fresh.
Yeah, but to your point, everyone wants to show off their best stuff before Backlash. But if you're someone like a Roman Reigns watching the main event, you're going to be all fresh for whoever wins it, as Imperium look to put this one away again. And another power bomb. Strowman in to save the match.
That was smart. That was the second double power bomb of the match. That could have been it for Imperium.
Oh, Priest went for that kick, but he missed.
Damien Priest busted open above his eye. Or below his eye, I should say.
And Strowman is fired up. What a drop kick from this big man. Uh-oh. Gunther up on his shoulders. Running power slam.
To pin the champion.
No, Kaiser saving it once more. Gunther feeling that big boot.
Oh no.
Braun Strowman on the top rope. That's a sight you don't want to see. Elbow drop to the back.
That is a 385-pound machine.
Delivering an elbow drop to a man's back. Gotta wonder what Gunther's feeling right now.
Well, he's trying to fight the pain.
Tagging Kaiser once more. Of course, he's gonna come in while Strowman's down. Trying to pick the bones.
Any means necessary to help Imperium. Uh-oh.
Not for long. Oh, Kaiser hanging on a little longer.
A little bit of courage from Ludwig Kaiser, but not going to work very well.
Kaiser, gotta give him some props for keeping in this one against Strowman.
Uh-oh.
For how much longer can he?
He's trying to counter everything Strowman's trying to hit on him.
Connecting with that DDT. Tag to Gunther once again. Oh, huge chop. Letting that clothesline down. Is that going to be enough to put Strowman away?
Who knows?
Priest.
Well, obviously, this is a must-win for Damian Priest.
Trying to keep Strowman in this thing by any means.
Oh, no, he's going to do it again.
Come on, Gunther, you've done this too much. And now setting his sights on Priest. Kaiser destroying Braun on the outside.
This is very smart strategy for Imperium. Sure, underhanded tactics, but whatever it needs to be done.
Powerbomb on Priest.
But Priest is not the legal man.
And Strowman countered. Whatever Kaiser was going for out there.
Gunther's sticking up for his partner.
Gunther just maybe trying to kill some time. Maybe get a count-out win.
Any means necessary for Imperium.
For Gunther to keep it a one-on-one affair at Backlash. There's the count of 8.
Uh-oh.
Strowman is down.
He's favoring his leg.
And Imperium, as underhanded as it may be, pick up the win.
Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. Imperium!
Which means that Backlash, it'll be one-on-one between Gunther and whoever wins that U.S. title #1 contenders triple threat match later on tonight.
Can't take anything away from Priest or Strowman. They did their hardest, but we're going from one tag team affair to another, as this time it's 6-man tag team action. Also continuation from last week, Will.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a personal affair after the events of last week's tag team match.
As here comes the tag team champions, FTR, top guys.
The following contest is a 6-man tag team match. And at a combined weight of 446 pounds.
Of course, we know after the match last week, the Young Bucks are next in line for FTR's Tag Team Championships. But tonight, for FTR, could be a little bit of a preview of what to expect.
Yeah, FTR, a lot of history with the Young Bucks, multiple matches with the Young Bucks back in Jacksonville. And now that rivalry has spilled over to the WWE. But of course, tonight, the tag team champions are not alone.
Big Jim also wants his revenge on the Young Bucks for what happened last week, as we'll put up a tweet from Will on the screen. So Will, do you happen to have an update on what happened with Main Event Jay after last week on his condition?
Well, I said right after SmackDown, Jey Uso unfortunately suffered a concussion, not clear to compete this week. We have been told Jey is getting a little bit better. He will be clear to compete after this Saturday at Backlash. So next week, Jey Uso will return to action. Jimmy Uso, though, teaming up with FTR to get his revenge on the Young Bucks. But we have been told the Young Bucks are not alone as well. They will team up with the prize fighter, Kevin Owens, who has a lot of grudges against the Bloodline.
Not only that, Kevin Owens, Young Bucks, they certainly have a lot in common. Really good friends, to my understanding.
Well, back in Ring of Honor and Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, Kevin Owens and the Young Bucks very close to one another. Kevin Owens always willing to lend a helping hand.
Weighing in at 266 pounds, Kevin Owens.
Of course, we know how sadistic, how evil Kevin Owens can be inside that ring. Just ask his good friend Sami Zayn, among others.
Just ask Randy Orton, among others. But Kevin Owens, this is his Universe Mode in-ring debut as well. So for Kevin Owens, this isn't just to get revenge on Jimmy Uso. This is also to maybe get SmackDown higher-ups to realize he could be next in line for a championship, whether it's the U.S. title or even the Undisputed Championship. Roman Reigns is the champ.
Of course, we know the history between those two. But here comes Kevin's partners for the night, the Bucks.
And at a combined weight of 350 pounds,
Former EVPs, multiple-time AEW World Tag Team Champions. This Saturday at Backlash, they look to become, finally, WWE Tag Team Champions.
Against one of their most hated rivals in FTR, Dax and Cash. Of course, they've traded wins, both teams. We'll see who comes out on top at Backlash. But tonight, it's just six-man action.
Good old trios match.
It looks like we got Cash Wheeler starting off for his team with Kevin Owens on the other side. Nice springboard DDT. Covered by Owens already.
Well, obviously, it was obvious that Jimmy Uso was going to help the tag team champions in this match, but it was a very good choice for the Young Bucks to bring the prize fighter into their corner, given their history.
And the fact that Kevin Owens, like the Bloodline in his own right, also helps them with their decision.
You got to think Jey Uso is somewhere at home watching this match, concerned.
Still trying to recover from that injury he sustained last week from the TK driver.
Yeah, Jey sat out the entire rest of the match at ringside. Oh, here comes Big Jim.
What do we got going here? Oh,
TK driver of their own.
but Kevin was no part of it. As here comes Matt Jackson. Now here's Jimmy getting some revenge on the Bucks.
Well, that was very smart for Cash Wheeler and Big Jim, an impulsive TK driver to get revenge for Jey Uso.
Kevin is still stunned and got back up, saving the match for his team.
You got to think for Jimmy Uso, there is nothing but rage in his mind right now.
Wanting to get revenge on the Bucks for what they did. He's doing it right now.
Obviously, Jimmy is obviously upset that the Usos are not #1 contenders, but obviously family is even more important than titles.
Yeah, I mean, despite what all the Usos have gone through, gotta respect Jimmy for putting family first over gold as Cash tries to steal one. Of course, the Bucks and FTR know each other so well. As you mentioned, their rivalry in Jacksonville.
Multiple battles between the two. The Young Bucks became the record 3-time AEW World Tag Team Champions against FTR.
And FTR always claiming to be the top guys. They want to prove that by beating a top team like the Young Bucks.
That's the thing. FTR's WWE experience as well really gives them the advantage.
Indeed it does.
Was Matt tried to lift up Dax Harwood, who's finally in the match.
First time we see Dax in this one.
As I believe Nicholas Jackson is the only one yet to be involved in this match.
You'd be right. Matt trying to fight off Dax. Doing the best he can, but can only do it for so long.
Well, here we go.
Double team action from the champs.
Oh, elbow in a backbreaker.
Yep. Here's the cover by Cash to put this one away, and only a one.
And you got to think, even though Roman Reigns is the undisputed champion, kind of doing his own thing right now, maybe what does he think about the injury to Jey Uso? We know they've made amends recently.
They have. I mean, obviously we haven't seen Roman since he's won the championship. Gonna see him Backlash tomorrow night, facing the winner of our main event. But yeah, I wonder where the Usos play into Roman Reigns' potential plan down the line.
Oh,
Nice DDT
by
Matt.
cover.
Near 2 count there. But now, oh, nice standing moonsault by Matt Jackson. You may
Now
not,
Matt Jackson. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you may not like the Bucks, but they are really, really impressive. Their in-ring abilities, can't take it away from them.
It's what earned them championships all around the world.
Is now, I don't know what Matt's doing, but Cash just took out his brother Nick.
You got to think Matt Jackson's stalling, trying to figure out his next move. Oh, no.
Oh, pile driver on the outside by Cash Wheeler.
Maybe Matt's going to be the one feeling the concussion.
Oh. Now face first into the LED ring post. And these two brawl outside.
Obviously, Cash Wheeler's not going to want to win by count out.
Now he's going to do some damage to KO on the outside. Oh.
Well, that's the thing. KO is really a threat in this match.
That he is. And now Matt going to take advantage because of that. Spinning neck breaker. on one half of the
Shades
tag
of
chairs.
gold dust.
Standing moonsault to the outside. Right in front of the announce table.
And don't forget the Prime Hydration Station. Drink Prime.
Gonna be a count out
Oh,
here.
wait a minute. Maybe it is.
Yeah, they're still
What the
fighting on the
hell's going on?
outside. Both men didn't get in the ring. And it looks like we have ended a draw here.
Our second count out of the night. Very unfortunate, but obviously we know the rivalry between FTR and the Young Bucks. We'll see that finally come to a head at Backlash.
This heated feud. As earlier we were talking about a U.S. title number one contenders match. I believe now it is that time, Will. And we're kicking off with the Father of the Year for most people.
The following is a triple threat match. Making his way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 218 pounds.
Christian Cage, a veteran, very crafty individual.
Seasoned veteran in the business, obviously, Christian Cage. Recently, we've seen very underhanded tactics on his part, but Christian Cage, since coming back to WWE, he has been insistent on winning championship gold. He was a part of that 8-man ladder match in our series premiere of SmackDown. Wasn't able to get the job done, but hoping a one-on-one affair can get him that victory.
We'll see what kind of underhanded tactics Mr. Cage can pull out here, but he's gonna have quite the task. As we have a debut once again.
From New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 195 pounds.
Ricky Saints here on the Blue Brand.
Obviously, we know the great work that Ricky Saints has been able to do in AEW and NXT. Former North American champion, former tag team champion Jacksonville, as well as FTW champion. But Ricky Saints, now here on the main roster where he belongs, looking to advance to the United States Championship match at Backlash.
His first match on SmackDown, no less. Could be right in the U.S. title picture.
And we know the history between Ricky Saints and Christian Cage. They were actually teammates the last we saw them, so it'll be interesting to see how they fare against each other.
Well, in my honest opinion, they might be in their best interest to work together. But you never know.
Considering their opponent in the match, which we'll get to in a couple of moments.
And Ricky's just soaking in the crowd here at SmackDown.
The Revolution, very well, is televised. Very big acquisition for Ricky Saints on SmackDown. He is going to be a star.
The brightest young guns in the business right now. And this could be probably the most interesting of the three, if you ask me, to maybe win this match and go on to face the Ring General.
Well, we've listened to the social media posts. Everyone wanting this man to get an opportunity. He very well could at Backlash.
And as you can see, Karrion Kross is not alone, Will. Bringing Scarlett down to the ring with him.
Very smart for Karrion Kross. I mean, a triple threat match. There are no countouts and no disqualifications. We're going to have a definitive winner in this one. Scarlett could play a factor.
She very well could.
Karrion Kross, a former 2-time NXT champion.
Karrion Kross. I mean, someone you should not take lightly at all. Very intimidating individual.
That's the thing. Whenever you see Karrion Kross in the ring, it is a big fight feel. A man who typically likes to hide in the shadows, but whenever he fights, it's for good reason.
And he's also really known for poisoning the minds of certain individuals to turn to their dark sides. I mean, we've seen it numerous times. The New Day. Who else has he poisoned? I mean, he's been trying to poison people like Sami Zayn and AJ Styles as well.
Rey Mysterio, he's tried. Shinsuke Nakamura, he succeeded. A lot of people.
We'll see what Karrion Kross can do in this match with Ricky Stark, or Saints, I meant, and Christian Cage.
The winner will face the Ring General at Backlash. And look at Christian Cage trying to go after both individuals at the same time.
Not sure if that'd be wise going at both at once. But, I mean, Christian, I'm sure he knows what he's doing, being the vet in this match.
That's the thing for Christian Cage. All of his accomplishments, I'm pretty sure he has never been United States champion.
I don't believe he has either. Look at Saints trying to bridge into a cover, but nothing. And Scarlett already playing dividends for Karrion Kross.
Well, obviously, no disqualifications. We've seen Scarlett get involved in Karrion's matches in the past.
Tonight's no different.
Ricky Saints doing a very good job right now, keeping control of the ring.
Look at Saints. Christian stuck on the outside.
Christian was on the outside, right beside Scarlett, probably mocking the valet of Karrion Kross.
Definitely would not be a very wise move for Christian.
Well, I'm very surprised that Christian Cage, no Nick Wayne, no kill switch, just all on his own.
No Mama Wayne either. No Patriarch out here at all.
No Kip Sabian. Yeah, like there's a lot of people in Christian Cage's corner, but keeping it alone here tonight.
Oh, and Scarlett just tossed a bat into the ring. Remember, no DQs in this match. So that bat is legal.
Yeah, but that could be a very poor decision for Scarlett because now Christian or Ricky could grab it as well.
Right now, Kross doesn't even need it. He's just throwing Christian around like a rag doll.
Now Christian trying to get back in this match.
Taking down Saints. Cover by Christian. But Kross. And again, Christian going for a cover. Trying to get his feet on the ropes this time.
He doesn't even care that Karrion Kross is right there.
And Christian just looking for any way he can win this thing. Can't blame him trying to end this quick, but gotta be aware of your surroundings.
Super kick by Ricky Saints.
Ricky Saints has been very impressive thus far in his first SmackDown appearance. Down goes Saints.
The Edge match.
Paying homage to his friend Cope is a 2 count for Christian.
Obviously, Cope, one half of the World Tag Team Champions on Monday Night Raw.
Of course, we know he'll be defending those titles with Randy Orton against Shelley and Sabin at Backlash.
That'll be one hell of an epic match. I mean, Backlash is already looking like a very can't-miss show, and whoever wins this match will really help with that hype.
Indeed. Now Kross going over to Scarlett, letting Saints and Christian do all the work.
Let's not forget Scarlett, very smart. with her mind, giving Karrion advice, and looks like she told him to grab a steel chair.
And he just whacked Ricky Saints in the head with it. Christian stunned on the outside. Great opportunity, but only at one. And now it's Cross's turn to throw Saints.
Let's not forget what Karrion Kross said in a podcast a month or so ago, saying that all he's wanted to do was be a good soldier, and that hasn't led him anywhere. But this could finally be the start of a very good run for Karrion Kross.
Kross showing that ruthless side to him. Landing those fists
roll
to
up.
Saints. He's got Christian down though. No. Oh, I think Scarlett exposed the turnbuckle. So again, Scarlett paying dividends for Kross. Oh, down goes Christian.
Doomsday Saito, and now Ricky.
And again, Scarlett up on the apron, trying to get involved once again.
Trying to shout orders to Karrion Kross.
Kross has got Saints.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, Saints gets out of it.
Went for the final prayer.
And now,
and
Kross
now
sent
the
into the
turnbuckle.
Yeah, Kross got sent into it. Christian now trying to roll Kross up for the win. And again, Ricky breaking it up. Super kick.
That's the underhanded tactics of Christian Cage that he tried to do.
Now Kross laying Christian down with that boot.
Uh-oh.
These three men put it all on the line. Kross takes the leg. Trying to make Christian submit.
Well, we know Christian's history of injuries.
So good on Kross for trying, but now Ricky in the fold once again, saving this match for himself.
Oh, wait a minute.
Going for a pile driver, perhaps. No.
What a match this has been.
Now Christian's got Kross, misses the boot.
Counters Ricky. Look at this sequence.
All three men going at it. Christian. Neckbreaker on the chair.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, nice boot by Christian to the face.
This is vintage Christian
Spear.
Cage. Again, shades of Cope.
Cover again. No, Kross. Again, saving it. Oh, Christian's got him.
Oh, wait a minute.
Down goes Kross.
Oh,
This
very
is
smart by
Christian's
Christian
chance.
going after both opponents.
He's going for the kill switch. There it is.
Kill switch engage.
Perfect opportunity. Kross stirring. No. So close. Christian almost had it. Kross is bleeding.
I think Christian connected the DDT on the baseball bat.
Yeah, it looked like he did. Now Christian rolling outside. Kross gonna have his way with Saints.
These are three of the hungriest competitors, three of the most underrated competitors on our roster.
And they're proving that right now. As Christian goes back first. On the back, Kross.
Oh.
Kross jackets locked in.
But Ricky Saints.
So
Nita Christian.
I think he meant that for Kross, but Kross takes him down. And Scarlett distracting the referee.
I don't know why. Karrion's in control.
And Karrion's got a cover right now.
I think Scarlett inadvertently costing Karrion Kross there.
But Saints now is working the legs of Kross. Saints taking care of Kross, and now he's got Christian in the corner. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was a German.
Uh-oh. Cross has got the cross jacket on Saints. Christian's down.
This is Karrion's
And
chance.
Cross got it. Saints tapped out.
Karrion Kross is the #1 contender.
Here's your winner, Karrion Kross.
What a match that is going to be. It will be Karrion Kross versus Gunther for the United States Championship at Backlash.
Gutsy performance from all three. But in the end, it is Karrion Kross getting the opportunity of a lifetime. Looks like we got our next contest at hand here.
Well, we crowned the #1 contender for the men's United States Championship. Now, it's the women's U.S. title #1 contenders match.
And it looks like we're going to be bringing out the dark, mysterious Julia Hart.
The following contest is a triple threat match. Making her way to the ring from Minnesota.
Of course, Julia Hart, no stranger to holding mid-card gold in the women's division. Well, she was a former TBS champion in Jacksonville, looking to win some U.S. title gold here on SmackDown.
Well, that's the thing. Obviously, we usually see Julia Hart accompanying the House of Black, now known as the Hounds of Hell, to the ring. But a lot of people don't really appreciate Julia Hart as an in-ring women's competitor. And Julia Hart going it alone, looking to prove to everyone why she's a former TBS champion.
Honestly, thinking about her versus Dakota Kai would be a really good match if Julia were to win it. But then again, we can't overlook the other two competitors in this.
That's true, but obviously Julia Hart, very athletic competitor, but also very good psychologically in the ring.
And here comes another female competitor from the Jacksonville area.
From England.
Jamie Hayter.
Jamie Hayter, former AEW Women's World Champion. This woman is a sight to behold.
One of the popular female competitors from Jacksonville, making her way over here.
And let's not forget, Jamie Hayter lost that women's championship because she was injured. She went into a title defense with a shoulder injury. And Jamie Hayter never really had an opportunity like that ever since. This is her chance now that she's in WWE to get back in the championship picture.
And we have one more competitor, the Pirate Princess, Kairi Sane.
A lot of history with Dakota Kai. I mean, these two were former Damage Control stablemates together.
And representing Damage Control from Yamaguchi, Japan, Kairi Sane.
And I mean, it's been quite a while, but I think, 7 years ago, Kairi Sane was an NXT Women's Champion for a time. Trying to recreate some
true.
singles glory here.
Yeah, Kairi Sane, ever since she came to the main roster, mainly a tag team competitor with the Kabuki Warriors, multiple-time women's tag team champions over there. But Kairi Sane, a lot of people discredit her singles work. Imagine if we get Kairi Sane versus Dakota Kai, Battle of Damage Control members at Backlash.
That would definitely be a clash I'm sure everyone would be looking forward to. But let's see who it is that Dakota Kai will be waiting on the other side of these three.
It'll either be Julia Hart, Jamie Hayter, or Kairi Sane. Three of the best we have to offer.
Here we go, Julia Hart going right to Kairi Sane.
Oh, super kicks.
Kairi with a spear, it looked like, taking Hart down.
Well, that's the thing. Jamie Hayter and Julia Hart, a lot of history back in Jacksonville.
Indeed. So maybe they'll do some working together against Kairi Sane, but obviously every woman for herself with a title match on the line.
Well, obviously, Kairi Sane has the experience advantage in this match.
As she does it now. She rolls out, giving the ring to Hart and Hayter.
Julia Hart looks like she's mocking her former rival, Jamie Hayter.
Or Julia Hart, I would take Jamie Hayter at least a little seriously as what on earth?
Well, I believe Julia was intending to have her foot on the face, but obviously 2K.
Yep. As now Julia laying in the shots to Kairi. Hayter gonna roll her up though.
Oh, whoa, shoulder up, ref. Well, I know Julia Hart would definitely go on Twitter saying she was screwed if Jamie won that.
Thankfully she didn't off
She'd be
that.
right.
Is now Jamie Hayter gonna take a breather, taking the announce table apart out here.
Well, we mentioned it in the triple threat match we just witnessed. No count out, no disqualifications.
Of course, we know that these women are going to take full advantage of that. Kairi moving the chair last second. Could have been a lot worse for Jamie Hayter there.
Trying to keep her two opponents at bay.
Now Hart's got Kairi Sane barely missing the chair.
I think Julia was intending to powerbomb Kairi on the chair, missed slightly.
I mean, Jamie's going to do it.
Oh, oh!
My
Whoa!
gosh.
What the hell? Oh! Well, that worked in the end.
That it did. Nice DDT by Kairi. Now we're back to it again.
Julia. Powerbomb stacked for.
One count though.
Looks like Jamie Hayter trying to garner the support from the WWE Universe. This is her WWE debut.
As it is Julia Hart. I mean, we were talking Ricky Saints making an impact on his first night here on SmackDown. Julia Hart or Jamie Hayter could do the exact same thing.
But unlike Ricky Saints, they could do it with a victory.
And a title match.
That is true.
And as Hart breaks up that pin.
Also, you got to think if you're Dakota Kai, you are watching this match very closely. You're going to have to.
Submission by Hart.
Oh, Rings of Saturn, it looks like.
Broken up, though, by Sane. Doing some damage on Jamie Hayter. Covered by Kairi while Julia's outside. Almost a win for the Pirate Princess.
Nice takedown there by Julia Hart.
And Jamie Hayter with an elbow to the back, or to the head.
Oh, lands on her feet.
Kairi Sane off the ropes. What's this? Oh. Nice move there by Sane, sending Jamie Hayter into the corner.
That's why she's a former NXT Women's Champion.
Hart went for that.
Missed a super kick.
And again, Kairi gonna plant Julia with that DDT.
SmackDown is where the best wrestle, and we're proving it here.
So far, you are not wrong about that. Every match is delivered.
Oh, and Jamie Hayter.
Raining down those fists.
Anything to get an advantage in this match.
Jamie going to work here on Julia Hart now.
Well, that's the thing. Jamie Hayter technically is the only woman in this match to be a fully fledged world champion in the past.
The other two, not so much.
Unless you want to count Kairi Sane's NXT Women's title reign.
Oh, Brainbuster, it looked like by Hayter.
Oh, but Kairi covering Jamie after a boot, I think.
Only a 2 count, almost got the job done.
I don't know. If I was Kairi, I would have covered Julia Hart.
I would have too.
Oh,
Now
it's
Jamie,
all right to the leg, I'm pretty sure.
and Jamie going right to work here on Kairi.
We'll wait just a minute.
Cover. Hart still down outside
Realizing
the ring. Only a 2 count.
Almost
though.
earned Jamie Hayter a win there.
Jamie trying to drag Kairi to the middle of the ring. Oh, Julia from behind.
Julia picking her time.
Going to cover
Nice
Hayter.
German suplex.
2 count. Broken up by Sane at the last moment.
This is anyone's match now.
Sane going for an elbow off the second rope.
Barely missed Jamie. Wait a minute.
This is Jamie Hayter got in mind. Planting Sane.
Julia is down and out.
Hayter to the top rope. Abba Julia playing defense. At least for Kairi.
Wait a minute.
Baseball bat. Spear by Sane.
Beautiful.
Trying to steal it.
Shoulders are up.
Oh, 2K. Never seems to disappoint.
Well, like I said, if Kairi would have won from that, I bet there would have been a lot of controversy about that shoulder being up.
Sure would have. Kairi now putting Hart in the corner. Oh,
Look at this.
what a maneuver by Sane. And
Wait a minute.
Hayter.
Jamie's all the way across the ring.
Doesn't matter, Julia stepping in. Stopped by Sane though.
That's the creativeness of Kairi Sane.
Oh! Looked like a knee right to the head.
Oh, suplex right on the baseball bat.
That was brutal. Hayter blocking Hart. Got Hart here. Oh! Connecting with that lariat.
Rainmaker. What the hell?
This happens every time Julia gets pinned.
Yeah, never when Kairi or Jamie get pinned. It's just Julia.
Uh-oh, Kairi submission.
Oh, it's like a Boston Crab here.
But she's got her by the toes, it looked like.
Clubbing blow.
Now Hayter got Sane. Power bomb.
Beautiful connection there.
He's really putting on a show right now.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Jamie now bleeding. Kyrie with the bat. Cover.
2. And Kyrie got it.
It will be a battle of damage control members.
Indeed it will be. What a gutsy, impressive performance from all three. But
As Kyrie is going to Backlash to challenge Dakota Kai for the Women's United States Championship.
And now, it would appear that it's main event time to determine who's challenging our OTC for the WWE Championship.
And better yet, these are two men with a lot of history with Roman Reigns in their own respective rights.
And that they do. This man, mainly his history with Roman, was trying to finish his story, and he finally did it at WrestleMania 40.
He went on to hold that WWE Championship for over a year. He is looking to win that championship back at Backlash if he beats Jon Moxley here tonight on SmackDown.
Of course, Cody Rhodes had that incredible match with AJ Styles last week, earning him a spot in this match.
Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes was the first overall pick for SmackDown in the draft, proving why.
Cody Rhodes, essentially the new face of the company.
Will Cody Rhodes get a third match with Roman Reigns?
It's going to be quite the challenge ahead of him because he's got to take out this man, Jon Moxley.
And his opponent from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 225 pounds.
Of course, Jon Moxley, no stranger to Roman Reigns either. Of course, they were brothers in the Shield. And Moxley has since went on to Jacksonville where he's won 4 world championships. And this man, he knows what it's like to feel pain, Will.
That is true, and let's not forget Jon Moxley, also no stranger to that prestigious WWE Championship. It was all the way back in 2016 where he cashed in Money in the Bank on Seth Rollins to become the champion.
Same night where
Jon Moxley.
3 members of the Shield held the gold.
That was a historic night for that stable indeed. Jon Moxley left WWE in 2019. Swore he would never return to the company, obviously. He's here now. A new man.
Looks like he's still trying to play head games.
Well, that is true. I mean, he's going after Roman. We know how Roman reacts every time he sees that Shield fist nowadays.
Yep.
Still not over that betrayal.
I mean, Mox, Cody, main event. Winner gets Roman. Here we go.
Oh, look at Moxley.
Landing the
We didn't mention either. Last week, Jon Moxley beat Will Ospreay to get a shot at this match.
Yeah, that was a very close match between the two. Will was really close to winning it until basically I think him moving Moxley for that hidden blade is what cost him that match. Most would feel.
Yeah, and then Moxley was able to connect with the Death Rider in order to get that victory.
So very close.
This is a wrestle. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say very close call. Moxley escaping that match, basically by the skin of his teeth.
We could say a lot of the same thing for a lot of Jon Moxley's matches. No Death Riders here tonight, though. Moxley wanting to prove that he can face Roman Reigns on his own. This is more personal for Jon Moxley than it is for the championship.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we haven't really seen much of Mox versus Roman. I mean, if we get Cody winning, it would be him and Roman for the third time.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, Roman's won one match with Cody. Cody won another. It would be a tiebreaker if Cody manages to win.
You know, Mox is landing those boots. Gonna put down the American Nightmare.
This is the veteran nature of Jon Moxley.
As here's the first cover by Mox. Only a kick out at 2 for Cody. Hanging in there.
This is the finals of the mini tournament, #1 contenders tournament.
Mox is just destroying Cody right now.
Well, you mentioned it earlier. Jon Moxley is a king of mind games. Oh,
Nice disaster kick by Cody. Dodging what looked like a rebound lariat Moxley was going for. Now Cody working on the arm. And Moxley again going for that lariat.
not for the lack of trying.
Now Cody's got Mox here, putting him into the corner.
That's the thing. We know that Death Riders are also contractually on SmackDown. We haven't seen a whole lot of them.
Yeah. And look at Cody. It's top rope Cody cutter on Moxley.
Very early in the match.
Trying to put Mox away. No. 2 count.
It's going to take a lot more than that to put the 5-time overall champion down.
Now Cody could be going for the crossroads. He's got it.
It could be a quick night in the office.
Could be good for Cody if he were to win this. No. Again, Mox kicking out.
You got to think it's the rage and the blood of Jon Moxley that's keeping him in this match.
Wanting to get his hands on his old friend.
Uh-oh.
Now Mox just viciously stomping Cody repeatedly into the mat. Lariat by Moxley finally gets it. 3rd time.
You know what they say, third time's the charm.
See if Moxley can capitalize off that. And there's the disrespect.
Oh.
That slap by Moxley. Oh,
Paradigm shift.
could be all for Cody. No. You see that it's done some damage to the American Nightmare. He is busted wide open. Uh-oh,
Wait a
Mox,
minute.
Bulldog choke. A choke is what he usually goes for.
Cody's so resilient.
Able to fight his way out of it. And Mox again with
And
that lariat.
another. That seems to be Mox's go-to tonight.
Wanting to destroy Cody as much as he can to get his title opportunity.
This is a PLE-worthy match in its own right, but obviously this is for the right to face the Tribal Chief.
Right now, Mox sent into the barricade. He was in control until Cody reversed.
Ashing Mox on the apron.
I was going to say, hopefully none of these guys get counted out, but Cody bringing both guys back in.
Wants a definitive winner in this thing. Oh.
Cody missed that top rope drop kick. Oh, Moxley, another clothesline knocking Cody down. 2. Again. Cody stays alive.
Bit of frustration for Jon Moxley.
You can see it in his face. He's getting really agitated. Trying to bring Cody to his feet now.
Well, this is what happens when you have 4 of the best wrestlers in the world trying to go for that championship.
Mox could be looking to go for that Death Rider. But Cody goes under. Crossroads once again.
This could be it.
To punch his ticket to Backlash, no.
2 Crossroads, Mox still alive.
Both these men really giving their all out here. The heart.
That's why it's these 2 in the finals.
Mox trying to come to, but Cody not going to let him. Springboard to the outside.
The heart and soul of WWE versus the heart and soul of Jacksonville.
And Mox is thrown back in. Cody's got him right where he wants him. Again, Cody with a cover and another kick out by Mox.
Cody's tried everything. He's got to be a little bit frustrated.
Cody trying to keep it in check, though. He knows he can't let his frustration get the better of him.
Vertebreaker.
Mox trying to get back up in the corner. Cody. Clothesline into a bulldog. Could be all she wrote for Mox. Cody. Oh, Mox reverses. These 2 men have gone back and forth this entire match. Nice clothesline. Oh no. Mox lined up his man. Oh, knee right to the skull.
This could be it.
Cody. And Mox has put down the American Nightmare.
What a victory.
And with that, we have the main event for SmackDown and Backlash. 2 former Shield brothers, Roman Reigns and Jon Moxley.
What a development. Backlash became even more can't miss. It'll be very interesting to see how Roman Reigns and Jon Moxley will fare in this matchup.
For sure. Well, for Will and Monster, thank you for tuning in for the Raw and SmackDowns before Backlash. And coming to you next, we will bring you the Backlash PLE. Until then, everybody, have a good rest of your day.